You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park.
Question then, you were supposed to fight Jamal Hill in June, and that fight was scuttled. He was there, you know, he kind of was mocking Alex, you know, boring fight. He put his hand over his mouth like he was yawning. Is that a fight, if you know, we don't know what's going to happen given you're going to be out for a while, but do you feel like that would be a fight that you would like to take again, given his status as a former champion?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's almost inevitable, right? I think he's ranked number 3. And so anyone up there in the top 5 is kind of inevitable. So let's see what happens. I think, you know, pretty shortly here, I'll be talking to the matchmakers and the bosses and see what they think. And yeah, I'm here for it all. I'm here. I'm not done. I'm going to continue. I hope and I believe that I'll have another chance at fighting for a belt, whether it's Alex or whoever else, if someone's ever able to take it from him. But yeah, I think that that fight can definitely still happen.
I'm certain on him. You mentioned that Alex convinced you. What did Alex?
That's why I'm so late. I've been back there talking to Alex this whole time.
What did he say?
He said, obviously, a little more clinching than you would expect. You would expect the other guy to clinch with him, not him clinching. But he said, this is what I think. I think he's talented enough, and I think he deserves to be here. He's had, obviously, a ton of fights in his career, which is what I thought, too, going in. But he said, I think that the Contender Series, no matter where you fought or what you've done, puts a different type of pressure on you, and you might not, you know, you might not perform the way you normally would. He thinks that this is a tremendous amount of pressure, and he said, all I know is I'm glad I didn't have to go through the Contender Series.
Climb up a little bit. Oh, that's a big one there. Fahita goes for a finish, and he gets it. Artem Fahita.
At the time, I never knew who my father was. And so my mom, probably ashamed of what happened between my dad, but she would not give me any information. Eventually, I got his social security number. I gave it to a friend who finds people around the world, bloodhounds, found out every single thing about him, and I had the phone. I was like, holy shit. I'm 30 years old. I have 2 children. I'm about to call this man I never met before in my life. What the fuck am I gonna say to him? I call him, I said, hey. I got, hello, I was like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, this might sound weird. I'm your son. He goes, huh. Okay. And I was like, does a name Karen Crow, which is my mom's name, does that ring a bell? He goes, I can't say that it does. I'm like, oh, fuck. He doesn't remember my mom. Right? So I'm like, okay, well, I'm your son. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm sweating. I'm like, oh God, this is 30 years old, going through something new. He goes, okay, so you're my son. He always knew about me, but not really, right? I was like, I want nothing from you. I want no money, don't need nothing. I was like, all I want to know is what happened. Right? Because I don't know the story. What happened? And he goes, you want the real version or you want the fake version? I was like, I'm a grown-ass man with 2 kids. I don't need nothing. What happened? And he told me everything. And I was like, all right. I appreciate you being honest. And he goes, so what about you? And I was like, just Google me. And then I was like, call me back.
Amanda Nunez posted a video today for you. Can you respond to that?
She looks good. She looks great. Looks like she's still in shape. So you know where her head's at, and I love that about her. There's a lot of things I love about her. I love that about her. She's keeping an eye on who wins the title next, and you know, I think she's teasing that she might be interested in coming back.
I would beat Justin Gage. I don't care. I don't really care. I don't care, brother. He could be the baddest guy on planet and all the BMF and stuff, I know, but I don't care. I'm not losing. And if they send me the contract, I will knock him the fuck out, my brother. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna shoot for takedown because I will, you know, but I will try to knock him out too. Ground and pound on the stand up. I don't care. I'm not losing. I cannot afford to lose. Literally, I have to win every fight to get to the belt, and now it's my time.
Alex Pereira at heavyweight, we got to see it. You're calling for it the other night.
Yeah, I think that would be a viable next move for him. I think he had a difficult enough weight cut, if you could see. Now, in fairness, his coach came out and said he was maybe under the weather. He was on antibiotics. So maybe he is fine at light heavyweight. There is one more matchup for him at light heavyweight that I'd be interested in, is against the Dagestani. But other than that, I'd like to see him go for it. You know, someone has to go for the 3 belts. It's myself or himself.
Who would Conor McGregor say is the pound for pound #1 guy at this very moment?
You know, 2024 has been Alex Pereira's year. No one can deny that. And, you know, if we go by that, you know, forget belts, forget any of that. It's in competition. He's 4 fights this year, 4 KOs, and his most impressive one was most recently. I'd put Alex as #1. I'd put Alex as #1. I think he poses a lot of problems for John also. You know, that's a dangerous style for John. But it's a decent one for him because he's not, you know, so big. John is new to the heavyweight division. John, he had a nice one against Cyril Gane, but he's still untested at heavyweight. And I'm sure in the back of his mind, he has that thought that some of these guys are really big. Alex is a nice one, and I'd be very excited to see that bout take place for sure.
I was talking to his manager and his coach after the fight, and they told the UFC, we're going to go to Salt Lake, we're going to try to train, but we may pull out. They said, the UFC said to him, that would suck, but let us know how it goes, because we have 2 title fights, we'll elevate one if that's what we need to do.
Wow. Got surgery Thursday. Today's Saturday. It's been fucking 2 days. I feel fucking great. I do think this is gonna be. I'm gonna do everything right. I'm gonna recover as fast as I possibly can, and I'm gonna get back. Everyone's like, hey, don't come back too soon. I'm coming back the right amount of soon, but I want to be back ASAP. I want to get these fights in while I'm still young enough. I turned 30 this month, so I want to recover, do everything right, but I want to get back in there April, May, June latest. Like June will be latest. Like I think I can be back before that. March maybe even would be crazy, but who knows.
What you learned from yourself going up against that guy? The Schmo saw you two going at it. You were paired together during the grappling and obviously the striking.
I don't know. What'd you think?
I thought he was good competition.
What did you think, though?
Well, I thought you both learned from each other.
What did you think, though, watching?
Well, I think you held your own standing, but on the ground, he does what he does.
Did he fuck me up on the ground? I want your honest opinion. Tell me.
He made you tap a couple of times. The Schmo saw it, but do you want the world to know this stuff or what?
You can tell the world.